What is going on, guys? DBG here, and I hate having to make this video, man. I hate having to admit that maybe I was wrong in a debate, and I hate having to admit that I put myself out on a limb and was wrong. There's nothing I hate more than there's nothing I like more than being right. There's nothing I hate being wrong more than I like being right, and that's a tough thing. But basically, lads, we're talking about packs. We're talking about the direction 2K have gone in packs. So basically, we're talking about, say, if you guys saw the other packs, and they had to make sure that they took, by the way, they had to make sure they took Flight School Turbos out of the game, even though they're being advertised. They had to make sure they took Flight School Turbos out of the game. You see, people would have realized Flight School Turbo packs are way better than these current packs. Like, they're way better than the current packs, and nobody would open them. People would have realized that. So I went on Shake's live stream, myself and Henry, to talk him off a ledge last week. Like, to basically say that this concept's good. And Shake's entire argument of it was like, this concept might be good this week, but what are 2K going to do next week and the week after and the week after when Dark Matters come out? What are 2K going to do? And I always said is like, look, we can only talk about what we see right now. If something changes, we'll have to change our opinions, and I'm changing my opinion on it right now. Odds, these packs are more expensive with worse odds. They are more expensive with worse odds. Like, literally, none of these cards are worth a damn. Like, most of the cards in this set aren't worth a damn. Like, by the way, I opened 20 of these packs. I didn't get a Kevin Love, who I would have wanted. I didn't get any of these three. I pulled 2 Klay Thompsons. Matt Mojo opened 40 packs and pulled 1 Opal. I opened 20 and pulled 2, thankfully, so I beat the odds. Whereas last week it felt like they came out more than 10%. And by the way, if you guys don't know, I opened 20 packs, and all 20 of my auctionable cards, by the way, were amethyst. As you can see here, every single one of these amethysts is auctionable. Actually, no, sorry, I got an auctionable Duncan. I'm wrong. I got 1 auctionable. I got 1, and I repeat, 1 auctionable diamond. So, you're looking at here, seeing auctionable. I pulled 20 auctionable amethysts. Sorry, not 20, 19 auctionable amethysts. So there's only supposed to be a 60% chance of getting an amethyst, and I pulled them at a 95% rate. That's wild. That's really wild. Yes, it's a small sample size, but at a 95% rate. The rate of diamonds, I pulled, as far as unauctionable diamonds, I pulled 11 unauctionable diamonds. I pulled 2 unauctionable pink diamonds. I pulled 3 unauctionable pink diamonds. 11 unauctionable diamonds. The odds of pulling a pink diamond is 17%. The odds of pulling a diamond is 15%. I pulled diamonds at a plus 50% rate. Plus 50%. Like 11, at a 55% rate. I pulled pink diamonds at a 3 out of 20, 15% rate. So while I did pull pink diamonds in and around the rate that I was meant to, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get unlucky on pink diamonds. I also pulled diamonds at more than 3 times the rate. There's something iffy with that, and I'm looking at pack opening videos. I'm looking at a lot of things. I'm looking at people opening packs. Everyone's doing the same. Everyone's pulling more diamonds than pink diamonds. I have not seen one person pull more pink diamonds than diamonds, even though in their odds, the pink diamonds are meant to be higher than diamonds, and it's all by a significant. People pulling way more diamonds than pink diamonds. You might be like, you should be pulling more pink diamonds than diamonds. Like, they're a higher tier, and I'm like, in general, yeah, but in 2K's literal odds, in their literal odds, there is a higher chance. There is meant to be a higher chance of pulling a pink diamond than a diamond. 17% of the pink diamond. There's meant to be a 15% of the diamond, and I have not seen one person even remotely come close to pulling the amount of pink diamonds to do diamonds. And then when it comes to unauctionable, don't even get me started on auctionable. I have not seen anyone pull an auctionable opal yet. I haven't. I'm not even joking. I've not seen anyone pull an auctionable opal. Whereas last week, yeah, most people were getting unauctionables, but it seemed like there was a 2% chance at an auctionable. I think what they've now done is gone 7.5% chance at an unauctionable opal with a 0.5% chance at an unauctionable opal. I actually think that is the way the odds are. I think that is how the odds are skewed this week. And also, like, if you like, why would you get one? Why would you get rid of the Tuesday packs? I know why you get rid of Tuesday packs, because the odds are better in the Tuesday packs. Like, why do you make packs go from costing 11,000 VC? It is 4,000 extra VC a pack. 4,000 extra VC a pack for worse odds. And you might be saying, oh, but like, you're pulling, you get to pull a guaranteed player in the set. Oh, wow. It means you get a guaranteed amethyst in every pack, basically. In 19 of my 20 packs, I got an amethyst. That's the truth. In 19 of my 20 packs, I got an amethyst. I'll say that. In 19 of my 20 packs. As these amethysts are 1,300 MT. They are 1,300, 1,200 MT. Like, they are literal discard value cards. Whereas at least, and you might be saying, oh, like, these guys weren't that cheap. These guys were cheap. Don't get me wrong. Like 1,600, 1,700. You're not getting anything better from getting a discard value amethyst than getting any other card. Like, it makes no odds. It makes absolutely no odds. These packs are, even with the bonuses, because of how badly skewed the odds are on the bonuses, these packs are worth nothing. They're worthless, man. They're literally worse than a turbo pack of a season 3 pack. If you gave us flash forward turbo, and you gave us, I don't know, a 50% chance at a pink diamond, and because these Opals aren't even good, and that's the worst part. Other than Magic Johnson, they're not even good, man. I have Clay. Clay sucks. Like, why would I give a damn about any of these cards? Like, Clay doesn't make my team. He doesn't. Look, the only one of these guys is going to make my team is Terry Mills is going to come out, and Amare is going to make my team. I just realized I'm player locked. That's it. That's the only, I repeat, the only people that are going to make my team. Like, Clay's not even good. Man, is Clay going to make my team over freaking anyone else? No, I don't think so. I don't see Clay making my team, because I think that's a bum jump shot. So Clay doesn't make my team. So why would I be, like, excited about a Klay Thompson that I pulled a freaking duplicate of when I only really wanted Pau Gasol? Like, I would be cool with not getting Magic, because I get it. He is like essentially impossible to pull. He's essentially impossible to pull. And the one card that I'm kind of glad that I did get is Amare. Because like Amare is definitely going to be my power forward. Like, I really like Amare Stoudemire. I think you get this guy with the right badges, he's one of the best power forwards in the game. I don't know this release yet, but I'm telling you, like, with this release is really quick. Since Amare, I'm very quick. And I think he comes with normal leaner, I'm very quick as well. Like, he's one of the best power forwards in the game. And I cannot stress that enough. This is one of the best power forwards in the game. So, like, of all the cards that I got, thankfully I got the one that I wanted. Like, I tweeted out earlier, I'm like, the only card that matters today is Amare Stoudemire, because I knew Magic's odds were going to be so low. Like, they were going to make Simmons look like they were freaking, he was coming out every single pack. And it's a real pity, lads. It is actually a real pity, because like, I went out on a limb, man, to defend 2K's decision making. I went out on a limb last week, and I have to go back on it. And I hate having to go back to my word. In reality, I would have liked to have seen a situation where I want to see just how many Magic Star compared to Pows. So there are, to get to 10 is like 248. Yeah, they've done it. They've done it again. They've done it again. So Magic and Melo looked up the same odds, and I'm guessing Clay. There's a bunch of Clays, I'm guessing. That would be my prediction, is that there are a bunch of Klay Thompsons. There are a bunch of, yeah, basically Pau and Clay are coming out of 80% of Opals are Power Clay, whereas last week Simmons seemed to be a little bit rarer because he was a 98, but Chet and Scotty seemed to be coming out fairly evenly, and they were both really good cards. Whereas today it genuinely seems like Pau's okay, but Clay, who's just not a good Opal, is the two of these guys. If you're pulling an Opal, there's an 80% chance you're pulling one of these two guys, and a very small chance you're pulling Magic or Melo. Is this really disappointing? As a consumer, this is disappointing, because They've taken a lot of steps. I will say this, though. Everyone's like, oh, they take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. They didn't. They didn't. Because this is clearly better than 2 weeks ago still. They took 2 steps forward and 1 step back. They took a step backwards. They're still in a better position than they were 2 weeks ago. But what we can't do is just keep seeing things be worse than last week. Seeing things be less consumer friendly. Making it harder and harder for players to get cards. So I'm like... I regret, man. I just hate the fact that I went out on a limb. I hate the fact that I went out on a limb when in reality, I don't think they're making any more money from this than if they'd done the same as last week. They're obviously just throwing SH1T at a wall and seeing what works. That's clearly what they're doing. They're experimenting, doing everything they can. Everyone's being like, oh, they're just doing this for money. It's like, no, I think they're literally throwing SH1T at a wall. They're trying everything. They're risking everything. I think they're in a stage where they're like, we don't know how to make more money. Let's see what works and let's stick with it. Look, they got my money. They got my money, unfortunately, because I'm a content creator. I hope they didn't get any of your money. I have no issue with anyone purchasing packs. I would have strongly advised against these ones though, because whereas the stellar packs were what I would call as consumer friendly as packs can be in a video game, while still be like still gambling, but as consumer friendly, I think that this basically is, I would say this is an equivalent of like Flash Forward, where you're like, okay, this is neat, this is okay, it's something, but this was a complete revamp to a pack system, and this does not feel like a revamp. This feels like we're back 2 weeks ago with slightly better odds. This feels like just a normal pack. This felt like a step in the right direction, and this feels like we're just back on the same old course where my team is going down and down. I know they say they have 50% more players, not active players. You know, everyone who's watching this video that knows the figures, you know it's not active players. You can trick your shareholders, you can't trick your Mick Curleys. You can't trick the Mick Curleys of the world. You know the active player base is going down. And this feels like we're back. It felt like we were on an upwards trajectory last week, and now we're still better than we were last week, but it's a dip. It's a dip. I'm guessing All-Star Weekend's gonna be something big, but it's a dip, and I'm not happy about it at all.